I don't have any idea why my avatar is not showing up. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Wonder if I can edit it while I'm on. Help. All right. I guess you guys are just going to have to look at a blank screen because can you hear me now with it being blank? Okay. Hey, Kim Mouse. Hey, Lisa Free Spirit. All right. I don't know why my avatar's not showing up. I'm going to have to try to figure that out once I'm off stream. Um, so, yeah, there's been some things going on around the tubes, and I decided I was going to speak up about them because you know why? Because I can. This is my panel. You guys are my subs, my supporters, and I'm gonna talk about them. It's just the way it is. Don't press any buttons. Right, sunny side. So I'm gonna start with Steph and Rex. Let's start with Steph and Rex. Now, Steph and Rex did a live stream, a private StreamYard, and then they made it public. Well, see, everybody thinks Steph is so good at calling people out, but I only listened to the first 5 minutes and she got it all wrong. All wrong. Good morning, Madagascar. So let me let you in on a couple secrets, Steph. Okay, since you're hyper focused on Brian, and I know what that feels like. I've been there. But you said he's built his channel. You went through all of his videos and everybody that he's talked about, and that's how he's got his subs. Well, wrong again. Wrong again, Steph. Because Brian had a channel with over 4,000 subs when he covered the Darlie Routier case, which, by the way, he and I totally disagree on. Okay. Now, hey, Pearls, do I agree, Amanda T? Winky Whispers, do I agree with everything Brian does? No, I don't. I, I don't think it was anything bad that he did by posting Steph's sister's YouTube page, but I don't think he had to go so far as to Google Earth. They're out of business. I don't think he had to go there. So you're wrong, Steph. But while you're saying that Brian got all of his subs by dragging people on YouTube, where have you gotten your subs, Steph? What exactly have you put out there that's worth a flying shit? Hey, Domino Queen, other than talking about other people. I'll wait. I'll wait. And Rex, the fact that you hate Brian so much that you hope he dies, you hope his heart explodes on a live stream, that sounds like you're the one with the problem, not Brian. And Rex, where was your fiance while you and Steph were playing Tiddlywinks on a private live stream? So, all you guys who love Rex, who love Steph, so it's okay to say, I hope he dies. I hope he dies, and I hope his heart explodes while he's on a live stream. And Steph was, hee hee hee. She knows nothing about the history of this place. You're right, Kim. Nothing. Now, let's get into the fact that they said that Brian Google researched a dude, hey, Irish Marie, that just happened to wander into TNT stream, just a total stranger who happens to have sexual abuse charges against a minor against him. Uh, Wrong again, Steph. Wrong again, Rex. It just so happens that TNT knows that gentleman. And that was proven when TNT sent her screenshots to Mandy Bell and she didn't retract them good enough. And it showed where she sent him money. And that's how Brian got his name and looked him up. So don't make it sound like some strange pedophile just strolled into TNT stream and Brian picked him out of a crowd. Yes, the man made one comment and threw a heart to TNT. Trust me, she knows him. We're going to get to Wendy, Amanda T. But no, she'll have nothing to say about what Steph and Rex say. You know why? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. That's exactly how it happened, Michelle. Is TNT sent the receipts to Mandy Bell. She did not retract them properly, so Mandy Bell retracted them. But in between, they were shown, and Brian is the one that got the information about the gentleman in TNT's stream. Now, TNT, I hope you don't deny this because you and I have talked about this. That's how Brian got the information to look him up. Do you think Brian went through TNT stream and just looked up everybody in it? So once again, Steph, you have your story wrong. So for all you people out there that I keep hearing, Steph just puts out the truth. That's why nobody likes Steph. She just puts out the truth. No, she does not. And on top of that, she's best buds with a man who sat on a panel cracking jokes. And I don't care what the reasoning was behind it, cracking jokes about a mother who just lost her son. So, Rex, if you really hope that Brian's heart explodes on a live stream, if you really, really hate him that much, hey, Meerkat, then that sounds like you have a personal problem. You're the one with the personal problem, Rex. Because there is no one on this on this platform that I hate so much that I would want to see him dead. But boy, did you all keep on all them great comments under there. Great stream, Steph. Great stream, Rex. Oh my God, Rex can drag anybody. Rex is the best dragger in the world. Well, that's an accomplishment now, isn't it? That's a heck of an accomplishment to be able to drag somebody and say you wish they were dead. That would be my goal in life there, Steph and Rex. Hey, little Susie. Hey, I lurker. That's what I'd like to be able to say that I accomplished in my life is that I can go on a panel and I can drag somebody and wish them dead. That's what I wish I could say. You know what, Rex? I'll take being an old, ugly hag over being Steph any day. Why don't you come over here, Rex, and tell us what we're all so jealous of Steph? Are we jealous of her bedroom? Maybe we're jealous of her looks. Looks fade, sweetie. Looks fade. Good point, Cindy. Looks fade. Now, so Steph, in the future, and everybody who supports you, they're not doing you any favors by allowing you to get up there and tell untruths. You know, they could email you behind the scenes and say, "That's not how it went, Steph. Now you're not looking so trustworthy." She is pretty. Steph is pretty, but pretty is as pretty does, is what I was always told. And all of her friends say she's such a sweetheart. Oh my God, you just got to get to know her. She's such a sweetheart. Drinking while talking to Ben. Ben has to be responsible for himself ultimately, Zam. But unlike Makeup Mobster, I would have never told him it was okay to have a few drinks on 4th of July, especially knowing how much Ben thinks of Makeup Mobster. He literally worships her. So that probably wouldn't have been the words that come out of my mouth. But they did. Not that it's Makeup Mobster's fault that Ben drank, because push comes to shove, Ben has to take responsibility. And he has. Just wouldn't be something I would say to an alcoholic. But is what it is. Now, Wendy, welcome back. Where you been, Wendy? Because we sure have missed your sarcasm. Let's see. Brandy goes live. And now keep in mind, I've never known Wendy to give a shit about true crime. Okay? Never known her to give a shit about true crime. But Randy's talking about the Summer Wells case, as is a lot of people on YouTube. Okay? A lot of people. And in order to get Tiffany's name drug into it and cause drama, because that's all Wendy knows. So, in order to get Tiffany's name, I'm sorry, guys, I'm not reading chat because I'll lose my concentration. She says, "Is there anywhere we can go and watch the Summer Wells case where it's not so biased and they're not attacking the family?" And then she says, "I think Chasing Truth is doing a good job." Go watch Chasing Truth then. Go watch Chasing Truth. Oh, that's right. You don't really like Chasing Truth because you don't like who's in her chat. You don't like the fact that Tiffany and Chasing Truth aren't going at each other's throats. Hey, Johnny Cuddy. So That really wouldn't be that much fun, would it, Wendy? Because you don't really give a damn about that case. You're not a true crimer. You're a drama queen, remember? Let's be honest. Oh, we don't want to talk about racism. The comment that Queenie made. She has no idea what Queenie meant by that. But she just took a little bitty piece of it. Little bitty piece of it. But yet Rex and Steph can sit over on a private panel, which she made private or which she made public, and talk about homos and get a good chuckle out of it. Now, let's talk about how Laura got drug up last night, because Laura says a lot of shit I think is absolutely disgusting. But they only talked about Laura outside of a children's hospital using disgusting words. I don't believe they mentioned the fact that a troll went into Laura's chat and said she broke her son's bones. Should Laura respond to trolls? Maybe not. What do you care? Why are you watching Laura? Can't stand her, right? Why are you watching her? BTS. Which one called her a bitch? Oh, that was Amanda Lynn, wasn't it? But I think Amanda Lynn might have apologized since then. I don't know. But let's get back to the Summer Wells case, okay? Because everybody wants to criticize Tiffany on how she's covering it. Well, let me tell you something. Tiffany, hey, mommy at three, honest to God, is so invested in this case that it goes way beyond the scope of just a crime case, okay? Just like mommy at three has gotten so invested that they lay awake at night and they talk about this, okay? Now, everybody has a problem with talking about the family of Summer Wells. Let's not talk about them because they're victims. Are they victims? Are they? Because the TBI hasn't come out to say they're victims yet. Hold on, the doorbell's ringing. Hold on. Now back to Summer Wells. You don't like the way Tiffany's covering it? Don't watch her. Or is it really bothering you all that Tiffany's able to pull in 1,200 people? So there's at least 1,200 people that does like the way she's covering it. But gotta drag Tiffany in. You want to hear something really funny? I'll get back to Summer in a minute. I want to tell you something really funny. Go over and listen to Randy's stream. And Wendy says, this is so funny. Wendy says, you know what I don't understand? People that go live every single day and talk about the same person over and over and over and over and over. And who was in her stream? Makeup Mobster. What has Makeup Mobster talked about for the last 6 months? Laura and Tiffany. Tiffany and Laura. Laura and Tiffany. Tiffany and Laura. Did that sting Makeup Mobster when she said that? Curious. But let's get back to Summer Wells. Okay. I do go into the Facebook groups and I do snoop around. And I've even gone onto the family's Facebook. I don't say anything. I don't accuse the family. Do I have questions? Of course I have questions. A little girl disappears on a mountaintop. Um, oh yeah, and MGL. That's a given. That's a given. Marissa can't do nothing right. That's a given. But here's the good thing about MGL. She don't care. She just don't care. The woman does not give a shit. Okay. And she's always been like that. She's always going to be like that. Just like Laura has always been Laura. But you all want to go at Laura because she's outside of a hospital smoking a cigarette and coming back at a troll with some really ornery words. I don't like those words either, Laura, especially outside of a children's hospital. But guess what? Laura's Laura. And you know what? I didn't watch it, heard about it, didn't watch it. But then I was told it was a troll that went in there and told her that she broke her son's foot, his bones. So I probably would have lost my shit too. Just me. Like I said, welcome back, Wendy. Welcome back. When have you ever been interested in a true crime case? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. And it is really, really eating at some people's ass that Tiffany is able to drag in 1,200 plus people. And on a backup channel, she's able to drag in over five or 600. So, Wendy, if you like the way that Chasing Truth is covering the case, then go over and watch Chasing Truth. Oh, but that's right. There's people in Chasing Truth's chat that you don't really like. So you can't go over there, right, Wendy? Now, once again, let's get back to Summer Wells. Her parents have not been cleared as suspects, okay? If they have, the TBI would come out and say, we've cleared the family. You know why they can't clear them? Because a little girl come up missing in 2 minutes on top of a mountaintop, according to their story. That's why they can't be cleared. 2 minutes, in less time than it takes to pop a bag of popcorn. A little girl come up missing on not on a street, not on a suburban street. Yes, Johnny. Yeah, but on a mountaintop, one way in and one way out. Heavy terrain, such bad terrain that the searchers for Summer even said, please, we cannot have civilians out here looking because we can't come looking for a civilian. If you get lost or you fall down a cliff or you get stuck in a crevice or you slip and hit your head and fall in water. But they've not been cleared. So until they're cleared, they are just as much suspects as anybody else. Do I think what they're wearing makes a difference? No, don't care what they're wearing. Do I think little Summer stomping around in the rain puddles and dirty and muddy is a big to do? Nope, don't care. Doesn't doesn't make anybody in her family a killer. But don't tell people how to cover a crime case. I don't like the way Gray Hughes covers a crime case. As a matter of fact, I've talked to Gray Hughes twice, and he's called me an effing idiot both times. And I thought, okay, this is not a man that I want to watch. It doesn't mean I have anything personal against Gray, but I asked two questions. I'm considered of average intelligence, and I'm really pretty good when it comes to true crime, even though you haven't seen that side of me. Two questions. He called me a moron, not an effing idiot. He called me a moron both times, and I made the decision then. It's been almost 3 years ago. that I don't want to watch him. I'm sure Gray Hughes don't give a shit that I don't want to watch him. I'm sure Gray Hughes could care less if I watch him. I'm also sure Tiffany Marie could care less if Wendy or anybody else watches her, except for the people that enjoy watching her. Nobody stays in their own lane here. We all know that. Hey, Summerfields, welcome. Let's talk about these profilers. Everybody's going based off these profile. He's very rude. But that's just his style. That's Gray's style. Doesn't make him bad at what he does. He's a big Google Earther. He likes to Google Earth everything. Gray Hughes is a very black and white, no gray areas kind of guy. Nothing wrong with that. Not my style. Not my style. Hey, Memphis mommy. Zam. That's who's ever over there running Chasing Truth Live right now. I just had to leave. I was getting bad triggered by the people in there I stay away from. Well, that's what they do. It's conquer and divide. So that's what they do. They don't care about the case. I've not heard one of them get up and do a live stream about this case, but they run over to Chasing Truth because it's conquer and divide. Don't worry, Chasing Truth will catch on to it. She's a smart woman. She'll get it. Hey, Gritty Gabby. But until the TBI comes out and declares the family of no interest, I don't care for him. Yeah, I was too, Tracy. I'm not about him. It's about Summer. It is definitely about Summer. It's all about Summer. Finding that little girl and bringing her home. That's what all of this should be about. And if it means you've got a side-eyed mom and dad, because even the profilers, the big profilers, the panel of profilers, even they'll tell you that statistically, it's the parents or someone close to the child. That's why when you're investigating a case, you have to eliminate the people closest to the victim. The victim here is Summer. It is not Don Wells. It is not Candace. It is not Candace's mother. It is not. The victim is Summer. That's the victim. And until TBI comes out and says, we have totally exonerated the family from any wrongdoing in this case, then they too are suspect. Okay? So for anybody that has a problem with anybody asking questions about the parent's behavior, I personally don't go on someone's behavior after a tragedy. That's me. It doesn't mean it's Mommy of Three. Doesn't mean it's Tiffany Marie. I don't judge someone after they've suffered a tragedy. Hey, the real T. And let me tell you why. I did that with David Cam, who from right here in my hometown. I went to school with his wife that was killed in their garage, and David Cam was accused. And you know what I did? I jumped on that. I jumped on the fact that David Cam was guilty, 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 guilty. Guess what? I was wrong. I thought he wasn't behaving properly. I thought, nah, something's up with him. I don't think he's behaving right. I was wrong. You know what I did? I got a card, sent it to his uncle, who is right up the road from me, because at that point, after 3 trials, and David Cam was found to be innocent, and prosecutor misconduct was discovered. But I had believed this man did it. I thought he killed his family. I got a card. I sent it to his uncle because that's the only address I had. I didn't know where to find David Cam. Hello, Alyssa R. I sent it to his uncle and I apologized to David, even though David had no idea who I was. Yes, I went to school with his wife, Kim, but I didn't go to school with David. Or at least if I did, I don't remember David from school. Kim, his wife, I actually remember. We did cheerleading, we had the same friends. So, yes, welcome to anyone that's new. So, anybody TNT watching your stream acting like little giggly girls. Hey, Trisha. Hey, Trisha. Why didn't you set stuff straight when she said you didn't know that guy that came into your chat, Trisha? Why didn't you tell her the truth? Because now Steph looks like a blithering idiot because you do know him. Yes, they have said that it's possible foul play. So now let's move on to something else. How long were we called pedo supporters? Pedo supporters. Because Molly had a man on her panel who was allegedly a cellmate or close to being a cellmate of Chris Watts. But we're all pedal supporters because we watched it or whatever. We were, I mean, Wendy called us all, she still calls us all pedo supporters. Do you know how much pedophilia is involved in Summer's family? Do you know how much pedophilia is involved in Summer's family? I'm not judging their home. I'm not even judging the fact that little Summer is dirty playing in the rain and stomping in puddles and um I'm not judge that. I don't care if the woman has a bra on. Me and Tiffany, we differ when it comes to things like that. But if we're pedo supporters because Molly had someone on her stream, according to Wendy, we're all pedo supporters. Then is Trisha and them pedo supporters? I don't think so. But we could use the same logic. Is Wendy and them pedo supporters because they're defending this family of Summers? Or have they even bothered to look into it? Have they even bothered to look into it? Now, I ran across a lady today who has 42,000 subs, who got over 12,000 hits on her video about Summer. And she has the exact same opinion that Tiffany has had. Y'all gonna go after her? Or is it just because it's Tiffany? Y'all gonna go after this woman because she feels like something within the family happened? Y'all gonna go after her? Nah, bet you don't. Because it's wouldn't be as fun going after a stranger, would it? Wouldn't be as fun going after a total stranger, would it? It's more fun going after Tiffany. But hell, y'all didn't like Tiffany when she was in the drama. You don't like Tiffany when she's doing true crime. What exactly would Tiffany be good at? She's not going anywhere. You're not going to run her off, just like you're not going to run Laura off, just like you're not going to run Brian off, just like you're not going to run me off, just like nobody's going to run TNT off, nobody's going to run Steph off, nobody's going anywhere. Because guess what? It's YouTube. Everybody has the right to their opinions, and every opinion has a consequence. Rex's opinion is calling Brian a homo and hoping his heart explodes while he's on a live stream and talking about his family. That's cool as shit, ain't it, guys? That's just real fucking cool. Why? Because you don't like Brian? Trust me, there's been days when I first came here, there's still times I could choke the life out of Brian. Metaphorically speaking, I would never really put my hands on somebody. But it's okay. It's okay. Because Steph is such a good girl. Yeah, striking tip. Oh, I wanted to bring that up. So Tiffany's channel got struck, okay, for harassment, bullying, whatever, which means she can't go live or download on that channel for a week. Now I see Makeup Mobster in Randy's chat saying, yeah, she's blaming me and mommy ramblings. Anybody in here? 150 people? Anybody in here heard Tiffany Marie publicly blame anybody for striking her channel? Anybody? Does anybody heard Tiffany Marie publicly come out and say, well, I think Makeup Mobster did it? Well, I gotta be honest with you, Makeup Mobster, I don't think you're big enough to do it. I think whoever did it was a really big channel. But keep thinking that, Makeup Mobster. Keep thinking that you're so important that Tiffany Marie really, really honestly thought that you and your 4,000 subs took her channel down for a week. Now, I don't want you all to believe me on all of this stuff because you can dig around and you can find that what I'm saying is true. Brian had a channel of over 4,000 people. He had a channel of over 4,000 subs when he was doing true crime. And Steph wants to sit up there and point out all of his videos. He's built his channel off. Oh, look, Wendy. Oh, look, it's me. Oh, look, it's Rex. Oh, look, it's this one. What have you built your channel off, Steph? And Rex, what exactly are we jealous of when it comes to Steph? Is it her long dark hair? Is it her bedroom? Is it the fact that she gets on a panel or several every single night to talk shit about somebody? Is that what we're jealous of? Because I think we're all perfectly capable of getting on a panel and talking shit every night. Some of us just choose not to. Hey, Texas girl. Yeah, maybe they're jealous of her nose. I don't know. Rex seems to think we're all jealous. Everybody's jealous of Steph. Why? Like I said, looks fade, but your words are on here forever. And here's an even better one. Steph can't even go after Laura on her own. She has to go into other communities and drag them over here to go after Laura. Because you know what? Laura don't give a shit. Whether you like her or you hate her, Laura don't give a shit. Steph said Robbie always films from his bedroom too. I don't know. I don't watch Save Robbie. Never been a Save Robbie fan. Don't wish him any harm, but never been a fan of his. So what are we jealous of? We're jealous of two people getting on a private live stream and wishing a man dead and hoping his heart explodes instead of cuddling with their fiance or cuddling with their children watching a movie. That's what we're jealous of. Okay. Okay. If you don't like the way somebody's covering a crime channel, don't watch it, especially when it's a crime that you could care less about. Well, it was sad, little Susie. Go watch her stream. But Rex is their hero. Look at the comments underneath that video. Rex is great. Rex is great. He told a man to drop dead. He told a man he hopes his heart explodes. Rex is great. Steph is great. That's their legacy in life. And Wendy, we haven't heard from in what, over a week or two? And she comes back and immediately turns Randy's stream into a gossip stream. Randy was talking about true crime. And Wendy just had to get her jab in there. Let's start talking about Tiffany Marie. That's so much more fun than talking about a little girl who's been missing for what now? 19 days? They do belong together, I lurker, and I hope they find a way to meet each other. Maybe Rex will dump his fiance and him and Steph can live happily ever after. It's not going to change my opinion of either one of them. Exactly, Ash. I'd rather be ugly on the outside than ugly on the inside. So put a one in the chat if you're jealous. I bet I don't have one show up. Put a one in the chat if you're jealous of Steph or Rex. Bet you're not. No, their priorities are not about a little child missing, bringing Summer home, trying to figure out how, in a 2-minute time span, according to her mother, yes, her mother, who is still a suspect, 22 days. I'm sorry. See, I haven't been covering Summer Wells. I've been following it, but I haven't been covering it because I feel like just from the people that I watch on YouTube, she's getting a lot of coverage, and that's great. But it's not about a missing little girl with Wendy and them. It's about let's get a jab in there so we can go after Tiffany. No, Lynn, her channel, Steph's channel, is definitely not about true crime. It could be considered true crime from what they say on there, but it's definitely not a true crime channel. Actually, She's nothing more than a gossip whore. But if she's going to gossip, she needs to get her story straight. Thank you, Pepper. If she's going to be a gossip whore, she really should get her story straight. I don't know, Madagascar. I don't know. All I know is the TBI has not said anything about anyone being cleared from this case. So if you've done your homework and you know about this child's family, I'm not talking mom and dad. Yes, they have criminal records, but I'm talking about extended family. If you know that there is pedophilia, there's absolute disgusting, thank you, Anita Backrub, things in this family going on. And you want to wonder, you want to question why people are questioning this family? No, I don't care that they went to the dumpy park. I don't care that they went to a phone store. That kind of stuff doesn't move me. I would think if she went and got another phone, it would be confiscated by the TBI, just like every other electronic. But whatever. But trying to tell someone how to do true crime when you yourself have never done a true crime live in your entire YouTube existence. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony of it all. See, I would never go over and tell Chasing Truth how to do hers. I would never go to Gray Hughes and tell Gray how to do his. I would never go to Don Crimes and tell him how to do his. I would never go to Stephanie Harlow and tell her how to do hers. Just like I don't tell Laura how to do hers and Tiffany how to do hers and AB how to do his and anybody else. Because if I don't like the way they're covering a case that I'm interested in, I don't watch. Just like all these channels that think Darlie Routier is guilty, but I don't watch them because I know better. In my heart of hearts, I know better. Thank you, Yaya Kelly. So again, I couldn't help. Sometimes when you listen to a stream and you watch the chat, you have to laugh. And when I heard Wendy say, "Oh my God, you know what gets on my nerves is people go live every single day and they talk about the same people every single day. Why do you spend so much time talking on your haters?" And there's that makeup mobster. And I just died laughing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I truly believe if at the very least she deserves a new trial. And me and Brian are going to do it. No, we haven't gotten together about it yet because, well, number one, my real life's been a real shitbag lately. But that's why I don't go live every day. That's why I don't sit on panels every day. Exactly, Nenny. Why are they streaming you on the other channel? It's not allowed. It's not allowed. And a good friend of mine who's in here right now that knows how to go in and do a privacy strike. And you know who you are. I know how to do it. I just don't want to take the time to do it right now. but I will strike her. Um, she could have texted me and said, "Hey, can I stream you? Can I stream and make fun of you?" She could have texted me and asked me that. I would have told her, sure. Thank you, Yaya. TNT, you could have texted me and said, "Hey, can I stream you and make fun of you?" You could have. But here's the thing, Trisha. I don't care that you make fun of me. Because when I chalk up the bullshit that you've done on YouTube, the real life shit you've done on YouTube, then that's when I'll fold up my shit and call it a day, Trisha. Trying to get somebody swatted, trying to get somebody to swat that person, calling someone's home. Hey, Mama T Belly. Doxing a child. Oh, yeah, the list goes on, TNT. So I just thought, since you're listening, yes, please, let's all pray that Phoenix heals from that, because I had that exact same wound, and I jumped off some bleachers. I did the exact same thing Phoenix did to his ankle. Had to have pins and screws and nuts and bolts and plates. And hey, Zam, it's not an easy surgery. It's not. 12 weeks, I had to be totally off my foot. No pressure could be put on my foot at all. Just so happens I drove a clutch at the time. That sucked. So yeah, Steph, you were wrong. Trisha does know the man that was in her chat, and she's the one that actually outed him. Bye, Nanny. And Steph, you were wrong. Brian didn't get all 1,000 of his subs based on hating on people, because he had a channel at one time with over 4,000 subs hating on Darlie Routier. And if you guys can't take Laura on by yourself, because I have, and you got to run to all of these other communities that I've never seen certain people sitting in their chats, and you got to run to other communities to drag Laura down, then I got to tell you something. Y'all some weak bitches. Weak bitches. Because I've sat right here on my panel and drugged the shit out of Laura before, and I didn't have to run over and get a bunch of people from a whole different community to do it. Y'all some weak bitches. And not only are you weak bitches, you dirty bitches. You dirty. No, yeah. He started out as a Darlie supporter, but then he got mad and changed his mind. And yes, he'll argue with me. That's not what changed my mind. But that's exactly what it changed his mind, is he got pissed off at Darlie's mom. But he'll argue with me over that, and I don't care. When it comes to Darlie, I don't budge, and neither does Brian. So it is what it is. He's wrong. I'm right. I won't say that. I don't like when somebody says, "Oh, I'm right. You're wrong." It's just the way it is. So I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, Brian, but I am right. I can't help it, you all. Yes, he has really hurt his ankle, Marianne, and I know that because I've done the exact same thing to mine. I have the scars to prove it. I have the scar on the outside of my foot that's about 5 inches long, and I have the scar that's on the inside of my ankle that's about 3 inches long. And somewhere down the road, I had to get a screw removed because it was coming loose and it hurt so bad to even have a sheet touch it. So I went and had the screw removed. But what they don't tell about Laura standing outside of a hospital with her filthy mouth, Laura, you have a filthy mouth. I'm sure Laura's fully aware of this. Yes, many prayers for Phoenix. He's got a long road ahead of him, and his summer is totally ruined. But what they don't mention about Laura and her filthy mouth outside of the hospital is the fact that a troll came in and told Laura that she broke her child's bones. Now, we all know we shouldn't argue with trolls. But if someone comes in and says something like that, I don't care who you are, troll or not, I'm probably going to go tell you to suck a dick too. Sorry. Because that's my child. Yeah, my foot totally detached from my leg. Like it was just like dangling there. Your foot, your ankle is like a ball in a joint and it rolls around. That's what allows your ankle to have circular movement. And the two bones that held it in broke. I snapped them both. So actually my foot was like detached kind of from my leg. Kids should be off limits, but they're not. They're obviously not. I mean, look at Tiffany's kid. Got doxxed and threatened in TNT's chat, in TNT's live. You know, the one over there laughing at me. The one that can't even go to Key West, Florida and have fun with their family and friends without going live and getting involved in the drama. That TNT. So, as you can see, nobody on here is perfect, including myself. But when I chalk up as much bullshit as TNT has done on here, like I said, I'll fold up my computer and I'll go home. When I chalk up as much bullshit as Steph has done on here, I will take my ball and I will go home. I do too, Anita. Because you know what I've never done? I've never sent nudes. Never done that. I don't care that you do it, Steph. Send them to everybody. Who gives a shit? If you're so proud of your fake tits, and send everybody a nude, not me. No, I went up on that panel and I left. See, that's Steph lying. That's what Steph does. Steph tells lies. I went on that panel and I left that panel immediately. But Steph is saying that I sat on a panel with a pedophile. But that's okay, Steph, because TNT sends money to one. That's what you call truly supporting a pedophile. They wouldn't have cared if Laura would have dropped dead on that table. So I don't really expect them to care about Laura's son. If Laura would have dropped dead over in Mexico on that table, they wouldn't have cared. Oh yeah, they would have done live streams and said, "Oh, it's so sad. You know, we didn't like her, but we didn't want her dead." Bullshit. Quit being fake ass bitches. Because it's pretty clear that Rex and Steph don't care if Brian explodes. If Brian's heart fully explodes on a live stream. Don't be fake ass bitches. So yeah, Steph is once again over there lying, because she's so honest. She only brings the truth. I believe it was Wendy that said, we like Steph. It might have been Steph Brown. I don't remember, but I think it was Wendy. that said, "We love Steph because she only calls people out. She only brings the truth." Go watch her stream. You'll catch her in three lies in the first 5 minutes. And now she's lying over on TNT's. And this can all be proven, and clips can all be gathered. Why do their laughs all sound the same? It's kind of like they say when people get older, they look like their dogs. Well, they've been hanging around for so long that they've picked up each other's demeanors. So, with that, guys, and I don't do 5 and 6 hour live streams dragging people, but I thought I'd come on here and give a few shout outs. The ignorance that comes out of their mouths shows how truly unhappy they are. Oh, they're way more unhappy than they admit on here, Rainey. That's for sure. And I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. So, with that being said, I don't come on here. I don't do 5 hour live streams calling people out. So I thought I'd come on here for an hour or so. My brother's here, the one that lost his son. No offense, but he's kind of driving me crazy because mentally I can't take all of this on right now, but I'm doing my best. Doing my best. TNT done a live with Steph and she was drunk, acting like a fool. Drunk, high, whatever. Steph's drunk just about every night, but whatever. That's her choice. She's an adult. She wants to sit and drink a couple bottles of wine every night. That's her business. I don't care. So, I don't know if Tiffany's going live more about the case. If you enjoy watching Tiffany and the way she's covering the case, by all means, sub up to her second channel and go enjoy yourselves. If you would rather watch someone else cover the case, then by all means, go watch them. But don't come on here and pretend like you're interested in a missing little girl from the mountains of Tennessee just so you can drag Tiffany's name into it. Thank you, Yaya. You guys, in the words of Brown Eyed Girl, have the day that you deserve. Now, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go talk to my brother. I'll see you guys around the tubes. Try to be nice and not wish people dead and hope that their heart explodes. Try that. I know none of my people would do that. None of my supporters would do that. Because we really are the better ones on this side. That was a jab at Wendy. Bye, guys. Chill. See you around the tubes.